And look at this. We got that westerly wind component. What do you see right here? We got south wind. So now we're pumping in that moisture. So right now we got a very deadly Category 5 hurricane. This is going to be zeroing in on the Bahamas as we head throughout the next 24 to 36 hours. Because as soon as that warm front catches up to us, guess what? We got a cold front off to the west. Let's take a field trip to the top of the world here, where we have this counterclockwise spinning area of low pressure. So there's no tornado on the ground, but what's happening right now is that the Doppler radar has depicted rotation. We're looking at significant changes as we head toward next week. We got this very intense trough of low pressure. That's going to lead to below average temperatures for much of the northern part of the country, and that cold air extends into the Mississippi River Valley. Thing you just don't see every day. Major Hurricane Lane getting close to making landfall here on some of the smaller islands. Now, some fishermen try to decide if it's a good day to fish or not by using this bass forecast app. Okay, so looking at the app, it's showing that today is a good day to go fishing, so we're going to give it a try. Getting over my biggest fear on live TV. Yeah! Hey, remember, today only happens once, so make it amazing.
Your no-wait weather forecast.
Boy, do we have a lot of stuff on our plate as we head toward the beginning of your work week. Our first accumulating snow possible Monday night. Here's a look at our current thinking. Most locations getting at least a coating, and I think that the most likely scenario is that you get about 1 inch to 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches. Some of the forecast models do show 3 inches, but I think that's leaning very optimistic at this point. The actual map, the dark blue, 1 to 2 inches. This pink shading, that's where we're going to be looking at mixed precipitation and road temperatures that are a little bit warmer, so maybe a slushy coating on grassy surfaces. Then off to the southeast, we're going to be looking at mainly rain. And here's one of the reasons why I'm not naive enough to go up to 3 inches, and that's because climatologically speaking, the biggest October snowstorm we've had on record was only 3.8 inches set back in 1997. In case you're wondering, the most snow we've ever gotten in the month of October was 5 inches back in 1917. The way things play out tonight, the clouds increase. We're going to start you tomorrow night. This is at 10 p.m. Monday night, so don't get it confused with tonight. We start off as rain between 6 and 10 p.m., and here comes that rain snow line gradually nudging southward here. And as we head toward 3, 4, 5 a.m., we're going to have several hours of pretty heavy snowfall before it pulls off to the north by about 7 a.m. on Tuesday morning. So this system, it's gone, and then most of Tuesday and Wednesday we're looking dry. Here comes our next weather maker that we're tracking for Thursday. Now, this system is also looking pretty interesting right now, too. As it moves up to the north, it's going to be off to our east. And if the current trend holds, a southerly track would bring better snow chances, and that's what the current forecast models are hinting at. If it takes more of a northerly track, well, then we're going to get put into some of this milder air, and we'll be looking at kind of a changeover to rain. And it's still too early to be talking about any kind of snow amount, so really, you got to stay tuned. Tonight, looking at 39 degrees. I said increasing clouds, but if you walked outside, the clouds are basically here already. Tomorrow, we'll be looking at high temperatures in the middle 40s. And then as we get a look at the 7-day, Wednesday, we got a small chance of mixed precip, but here comes that storm on Thursday, looking at a 50% chance of rain and snow. And then Friday through the weekend, looking partly cloudy with highs in the upper 30s. Overnight lows going to be pretty chilly, below freezing every single night. And it looks like a very active setup here as we head toward Halloween for trick-or-treating.
And like you just said, we're definitely going to have to be careful kind of going into the Monday evening with that first wintry mix that we'll be facing.
Yep, we're still tracking it.
All right, well, breaking into our newsroom just in the last few minutes.